Hi, this is Dr. Shafer on Talks with Dr. Shafer. Welcome. I'm a physician, mom, life coach, musician, and author, and I am passionate about storytelling as a tool to help you reclaim your story and build your most beautiful future. Today, I want to discuss a life coaching life hack that I call Connect, Don't Correct. And it's about learning how to connect with people when you are in conversation with them as an active listener without doing the knee-jerk reaction to advise, to correct, to lead, but rather to leave space for really experiencing and bearing witness to their story. In our common conversation, most of us have had a particular style of communication modeled. Listen to respond. We want to keep the flow going. We want to entertain the other person. We want to impress the listener. We want them to feel less alone in their experience. All of these are valid reasons to share personal anecdotes and stories during a conversation. We may see ourselves, our past mistakes, our would have, could have, should have gremlins may awaken as we reflect on what someone is telling us. And we may want to offer advice to help the speaker deal with the challenges they are sharing with us. We have been programmed to respond, which is to say, we are programmed to assume that when someone shares a part of themselves with us, that they are asking us indirectly for our opinion on that matter, on that piece of them. That they are asking us for our acknowledgement, for our validation of their experience and their choices. Put that way, how do you feel about this way of responding? Do we share our stories for validation? Do we want advice? When we think back to the most healing, connecting moments in our lives, they don't usually include receiving advice. Or if they do, that advice was very cleverly and lovingly cloaked in love, presence, and acknowledgement for how we were showing up in that moment with that challenge to face it. We felt empowered. The listener served to help reflect back to us what we had already shown, that we were capable of facing this. We need support. We need community. We need love. And more than anything, we need to know that we are complete and capable, that we are bringing those qualities to our community, to our friendship, to our relationships. We need to feel seen and heard. When leaving our childhood home for the first time, a common feeling shared by many is the feeling we just didn't know what we were going to do. Are we going to make it? What is the right path for me? And many of us, 10, 20 years down the line, may look back at that time with a bit of sadness and grief if what we received in that moment was advice, was a roadmap, because we weren't asking for that. And it wasn't really designed for us. It didn't know our dreams, our values. It's just a map. What we really wanted was to feel that we could succeed, that we could create our own path, to know that the world was big, but our potential was even bigger, and we just had to trust ourselves, learn to follow our gut, to invest in ourselves and our future, to build our skills and habits, and trust ourselves, to collect the data to prove to ourselves that we are capable of doing great things, that we can fail, fall, get back up, brush ourselves off, and keep going, new lessons in hand. We can't take the fall with us, but the lessons, those are portable. If we were deprived of our autonomy and given the roadmap, and we followed it, and we did not listen to our inner voice, once we get to the big goal on that map, to the end point, it's very likely we won't feel the desire to celebrate, because we haven't proven to ourselves that we're capable of being true to ourselves. We haven't arrived at our goal. We just arrived at a place we don't necessarily want to be. And on that long journey, we may realize we unknowingly left ourselves behind long ago. Now we've arrived at a place that may be desirable, may be safe, but if it isn't our place, we can't find peace and satisfaction being there. And we may grieve, and we may resent the younger version of ourselves for listening to that advice, or those who advised us. But resentment just cycles us back to the past and keeps us on that same path that wasn't ours and that we no longer wish to continue on. So that bears the question, what do we want to do? How can we help one another to stay on our path? How can we show up for one another in a way that honors our completeness and recognizes the unique gifts that we have to share with the world? I think we have to learn how to get out of the way, how to show up as a space holder in someone's life. Not a tight, confining space that funnels them into the direction that we think they should go in, but a big, expansive, open space where they can shout out their ideas, where they can talk about what has gone well, what hasn't, where they want to go, how they want to get there. No directions, no expectations, just love and presence, acknowledging through gifting your time and attention the value that their thoughts and dreams hold. Let's try showing up to conversations as space holders for one another and see what happens. What beautiful creation comes from unbridled love and attention, and experience true connection with someone when you stop listening to respond and you start listening to understand them, hold space for them, and experience their journey. There is nothing you could ever say in an attempt to validate someone that would do more to validate them than to simply listen. So try this and let me know how it goes and what you discover, both about the people that you are engaging with, but also about yourself. I can't wait to hear your stories. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
There's no